I first want to talk about the importance of education, because I'm one of 7 children, the second oldest, um, to a mother who supported all of us after my father died when I was 14 years old. And she stressed the real importance of education and how it could open doors for you in society. And in researching about Judge Mikva, I saw some similarities, and I just want to emphasize some of the things that I believe are important in his background. The fact that he was the son of Ukrainian immigrants, that he grew up during the Depression, lived a poverty life, but he was able to pull himself up by his own bootstraps, get a college degree, earn a law degree from University of Chicago, enlisted in World War II in the Army. And he holds what some people describe as the triple crown of public service. He served in all 3 branches of the federal government as a US congressman, federal judge, and White House counsel. But I think among his most major achievements was establishing the Mikva Challenge, a nonprofit organization that was established to help develop young people in our society to become active citizens and community leaders. The Mikva Challenge has served over 100,000 students annually in over 3,000 schools throughout the country. And that fits extremely well with the message that my parents gave to me about the importance of education. And it helped me in the regards of meeting so many people who helped me throughout my career to the point where I've enjoyed a very successful legal career. I felt it was important to emphasize the importance of education just as much as my mother emphasized it for me. That's what led me to serve on the board of trustees of St. Xavier University, DePaul University, John Marshall Law School, and City Colleges of Chicago. I never would have imagined that when I started out as a new lawyer, that my career would set the example for my children and my grandchildren to follow in my footsteps. My son is a lawyer. He graduated from Kent Law School. I have a grandson that graduated from Loyola Law School who is an assistant state's attorney. I have another grandson who also graduated from Kent Law School who's about to take the bar exam. I have a stepson who graduated from DePaul College of Law who practices in private practice. I have a niece who graduated from Pepperdine Law School in Los Angeles and practices there. I have a nephew that graduated from John Marshall Law School and is about to take the bar exam. I never would have imagined that the work that I did would have led to my children and my grandchildren being involved in the law. My daughter is an official court reporter for the state of Illinois who serves over at the criminal court building. I have another grandson, Jalen, who graduated from DePaul's undergrad school. I have a granddaughter who attends University of Miami, another granddaughter who attends Howard University, and another granddaughter who attends University of Chicago Lab School, and another granddaughter who attends Cal State University in Los Angeles. The work that I did as a lawyer and the examples that I set for my children and grandchildren has allowed me to enjoy some significant praise and honor in the work that I've done. One of the biggest accomplishments that I felt I had was one of the first cases that I worked on involving a defective infant formula that caused several infants around the country to suffer brain injuries because it did not provide proper nutrition at a time in their infancy when their brains were developing. It was a soybean-based formula that was fed to children who were allergic to cow's milk. However, it didn't have all of the required nutrients that were necessary for the brains to develop in these children. And there were children all over the country who were being admitted to hospitals, failing to thrive because that infant formula did not have the proper nutrients in it. That episode in our country's history led to legislation called the Infant Formula Act. Prior to that time, there had never been any legislation to control the constituents of what was contained in infant formulas. And as a result, we had several children all over the country who suffered brain injury as a result of it. I spent over a year working on discovery in that case, and the significant part of the discovery was that we found a smoking gun document that the defendant said, if you want the documents concerning the production of our infant formula, you've got to go and spend 2 weeks in a warehouse in Elgin, Illinois, in the winter with no heat, looking through our documents to determine which ones you want. As a result, we found a smoking gun that led to a major jury result in that case. A significant part, I believe, of ACS is their support of the right to trial by jury. It's one of the major principles that the Illinois trial lawyers operates under. It's a major fight for us to protect the right to trial by jury for our citizens. You will see an attack on that right now in many different types of arbitration agreements that are being forced on our citizens to give up their right to trial by jury. There's even, some of you may be familiar with what's called the MyChart applications, where you can access your medical records and communicate with your physicians online. But what many people don't know is by agreeing to use that MyChart system, you agree to the policies that require you to give up your right to trial by jury in order to resolve disputes between you and the medical centers that use that MyChart system. So I applaud the work of ACS. I'm hugely grateful for receiving this award. And of all of the people that the award could have been named after, Abner Mikva is probably the best person that could have been named after, given his commitment to the education of youth in our country through the Mikva Challenge. So thank you very much for giving me this award, and congratulations to all the other awardees. Thank you very much.